Hello everyone, welcome to 11.5 Unit Cubes and Solid Figures. The essential question is, what is a solid cube and how can you use it to build a solid figure? So the vocab that you need to write down is a unit cube. It is simply a cube that has a length, width, and height. So a length is how long something is, okay, usually represented by a cursive L. A width is how wide something is, usually represented by a W. And the height is how tall something is. That's represented by an H. Okay? So let's go ahead and let's go over the steps, and we only got 2 examples. So the steps is to count the cubes. You're going to be given a figure that's going to be composed of smaller cubes. You want to count those to find out how many units there are. 1 cube is 1 unit, as you can see right here. Okay? So since 1 cube is 1 unit, if there's a figure with a bunch of cubes in it, like this, okay, and we kind of see it maybe like this. Okay, well, how many are in there? Okay, you're going to want to count that. And also, how many layers are there? If there's more than 1 layer, you're going to need to multiply. And I'll show you what that means with the example. So let's go ahead and let's get started with our examples. Example number 1. Okay, count the number of cubes used to build each figure. For number 1, all we need to simply do is count. I see that there's 1, 2, 3. Okay, there's 3 right here. And I know that means there's 3 in the back. So there's 4, 5, 6 in the back. And then we have 2 more on top, which means there's 7, 8. So there are 8 units for this example. Okay, we don't need to multiply because there's not a whole layer on top, okay? There's only 2 on top, so we just count those 2, okay? But you got to remember, there's 2 that you don't see, and they're behind, or there's 1 that you don't see, and it's underneath this one right here, okay? But because we know it's a 3-dimensional figure, there is a cube over there, okay? Hopefully that makes some sense. If you don't understand what I'm saying, you want to write a question down and let me know tomorrow so we can clarify, okay? But there's 6 because I know that there's 3 here, which means there's 3 in the back, and then there's 2 on top, okay? All right, so let's do number 2. All right, number 2, we can see here it's another 3-dimensional figure, and we're going to count how many are on top, and I'm going to do this a simple way. I'm going to count how many are from here. How many are from here to here? I see that there's 1, 2, 3, 4. So the width is 4. I'm going to count the length. How many are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? There's 5 here. So I know that this whole square right here is going to be 20. Now I want to see the height. How many layers are there here? And looking at the layers, I see from here to here, there are 3 layers. So I'm going to take 20 and I'm going to multiply 20 times 3. And I know 3 times 0 is 3, 3 times 2 is 6. There are 60 units here. Okay, so that's what I mean when I say multiply it depending on how many layers there are. You want to find out how many is in one square here, and then you want to say, okay, well, I see that there's 1, 2, 3 layers there, so I know that 20, I need to either add 40 more or multiply it by 3. Okay, I could go 20, 40, 60, or I could just say 20 times 3, which is 60. So this shouldn't be too difficult. In fact, that's probably the most difficult problem that you're going to see. So let me know if you have any questions, guys. It shouldn't be difficult, but if there are questions, because maybe this is a little confusing, please make sure to ask. Okay, thank you for watching, and you guys have a good one.